welcome to our Spring 25 student recital and community group recital. So it's a very informal process we do here, and oh, the people are coming out. See, I didn't even know that. That we're getting ready right now as I speak. So we wanted to show folks what we've been working on, what our students achieved in the last all ages recreational taiko class that we ran, and what our community group's working on and what our performers are working on. The first song we're going to do, well actually let me just tell you a little bit, because I said we would start at 6:05 and it's 6:04, so I have a minute. This is the only artist-owned performing arts incubator in the Southwest. And a lot of people here, yeah, right? It's a big space, and it's really difficult to find a space where you can have enough room for like a dance company, also make as much noise as we make. So you know, it's a fragile ecosystem over here. And I want to thank everyone. Many of you have helped us purchase the building, paint the building, get the security fences in, and most recently got the solar and the air conditioning going. So we want to be a thriving art space to support the arts community of Tucson for many years to come. This first song that we're going to do is called Tobu. Tobu means to jump or leap. And Nicole Stansbury, our artistic director, composed this piece in honor of our friend Margaret Hopkins, who we call Hop, from Moab. She was one of the founders of Moab Taiko, and they were very helpful in getting us started. In fact, my first outside workshop was at Moab Taiko in Utah. So this is Tobu. And I need bachi. I think it's there.
My thing.
Woo!
introducing. This is why they never give me any transitions, because I forget. That's right, because I talked so much at the beginning, I forgot I'm supposed to talk again. So that was Tobu for jump or leap. Next song we're going to do for you is, and by the way, since this is an informal recital, if you have any burning questions, just wave your hand. I'll be happy to answer those, because we built in the time to interact with you all and answer those burning questions if you have. So the next song we're going to do is called Kore Kara. Oh, I see a hand. No, oh, somebody was just practicing. That's good. This is a good space to do practicing. So the next song is called Kore Kara, and if you speak Japanese, you'll know that Kore Kara means from now on or from this point forward. And this is a song that was written as a gift to the taiko community by Yonsei. And if you're familiar with Japanese American culture, you'll know that the Issei, first generation, are the people who immigrated here. Nisei are the ones that were probably born here, or maybe immigrated, probably speak Japanese. Sansei were almost assuredly born here, probably speak English as a second language, as a first language. And then the Yonsei, of course, are the fourth generation Japanese Americans. And this was written by Yonsei. He probably grew up speaking English and also playing taiko with a Japanese American taiko group like San Jose Taiko, not necessarily learning taiko from Japanese people, but from Japanese American people. And taiko grew so quickly, they wanted to write a song as a gift, but also to kind of point the direction of where taiko might be going. It's now a worldwide phenomenon, and the North American community probably has about 350 different groups at this point, although there's thousands in Japan, so we're still haven't caught up. But anyway, Kore Kara means from now on. It's an optimistic piece, looking forward to the future of taiko here.
Okay, I do want to say, I didn't want to say this before that song, but that song had a debut of our shime players holding down the bass beat in the back. Lene and Heather, this was their first performance, holding down the bass beat in the back together. So, that was pretty fantastic. All right, the next thing we're going to do is not a song. It's actually a drill that we do in class called a groove lab. And groove labs are one of my favorite things to do, and I think some of our players really love to do it. Basically, in a groove lab, we are working on listening skills and skills of locking rhythms together and really being a cohesive group with our music. In a groove lab, there's a conductor, which will be me today. And I'm going to pick random rhythms from different songs. So one group might be playing one line from Zoku, and another group might be playing one line from Raku, and the shime players might be playing a line from a third song. I'm not going to use any of those tonight, by the way. Just so that they can play a rhythm they're used to, but play it against something new, so we're working on building the building blocks of locking together as players. So, enjoy this improvised groove lab. Come on, pick. And apologies, you're gonna have my rear. Okay.
You can look at her beautiful logo.
The solo line for Masi. Don, 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 ta, 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 don, don, su, mi, so, do. So that groove lab had rhythms from kachidoki,
and
from matsuri, from zoku, from buchiawase. So there were four different songs. Oh, and bass beat from Joy Bubble. So there were 5 different songs that we moved in and out of in there to really work on listening to different voices and locking together. So that was a groove lab. All right, so our next song, as we're getting set up in this wonderful kind of amphitheater array smiley face, is Matsuri. And the word, does anybody in the audience know what the word Matsuri means? Festival! Yes! Good job! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Matsuri means festival, and this is actually a medley of different Matsuri beats that you would find at any festival that you would hear drums in Japan, which is many, 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 many festivals year-round. This piece has what we've come to expect in taiko, drums. It also has some narimono, auxiliary percussion, that Karen's going to show you in a second. The second half of the song features the chapa, which are little cymbals that you can hear over many, many drums. And it also features, I like that. It also features the yokoboe, or fue, which is a transverse bamboo flute. And I made the mistake of putting lip gloss on. Oh, no. That's not smart when you're trying to play a fue. So you'll hear that, and you'll hear the choppa, and every single person at a Chudaiko is going to give you a solo in this piece.
Everybody take a deep breath right now.
Everybody take a deep breath, no pressure. Matsuri.
Okie dokie, I think I talk now, right?
Yes. Oh, while Karen's getting ready to talk, that song also, so Holly has played Shime in performance before. So yay, Holly coming back to playing trumpet. And this was Ellen's debut, playing Shime for a song as well. That's the wonderful thing about our recitals in the studio. It gives us a chance to try people in different positions.
Hi. Well, the Japanese never get tired of having festivals. There's thousands and thousands of festivals there. This one, oh, I do talk after I jump around with the chapa. Okay, this next song we're going to do is called Nebuta Daiko. It's a really amazing festival up in the Aomori Prefecture on the northern part of Honshu, which is the main island of Japan. And if you Google Nebuta or use your favorite search engine, might not be Google, maybe DuckDuckGo, for instance, it doesn't track. Okay, I'm just saying. So Nebuta Daiko, N-E-B-U-T-A, Nebuta Daiko, just Google it and take a look at the amazing floats. They're these huge, as big as that seating area, lit, made out of painted paper and wire and wood, and it's completely people moved, so moved. Whatever, yeah. It is moved by people, many of them, and they light up at night, so they're just gorgeous floats. And in the old days, they used to be lit by candles, paper, candles, wood. What could go wrong? Nothing. No, so the candles would light the floats in the old days, and the thing that we're going to be yelling, which we're going to practice right now because you have a part in this song. When we yell, "Rasera, rasera," you're going to yell, and basically that's a kind of a rural concoction of, I can't think of any words right now. It's a rural version of irashai mase, which is to come in. So they're telling people to come out, bring more candles, and join the party. So I will say, rasera, rasera. Actually, I won't say it because Nicole will say it back there. And she is holding on to the actual Nebuta Daiko style bachi or drumsticks, which I bought when I was there at the museum. And they're made out of some wood that I am not sure of, but it's almost like, those are takebachi. Okay, so those are made of bamboo.
Yeah, the other ones are too hard.
Yeah, the other ones are really, they actually will ride the drum and play it down like that, so. Which is probably why the other bachi work better, because they're some kind of reed, they're round and heavy. But she's going to be using the flat takebachi for this song. Nebuta Daiko. Everybody remember your part? Rase, 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 ra. Okay.
Okay, moving back into pieces that we have that are quintessentially Southwest. We talked earlier on about Margaret Hopkin from Moab Taikodan. She and a couple of other original players from that group created this piece called River. And River is based off of the Colorado River that flows through Moab, Utah. And so this piece tells the story of the water accumulating in the Rockies and coming down and flowing and building and building and becoming wild rapids and moving through the desert until it crashes in to the Hoover Dam. And it's the end of, you'll feel it at the end. We're going, and then it no longer reaches the Gulf of Mexico. But this is a fantastic song with wonderful desert atmosphere. I love it. So we are going to play. I know, right? We've got rattlesnakes, we've got rain, we've got thunder and lightning. We have rattly instruments.
Clump of nutshells.
Clump of nutshells. That's more appropriate. Ask us later what we call it. It's not for polite company.
It's not for the microphone.
It's not for the microphone. Without further ado,
Yes, please, less.
let's play River.
Who wrote this game?
That would be you. are getting so good at timing. It is 6:48. We have one more song for you. And it takes a little while to set up, so I was given permission to talk a lot. Now, this might be a good time. I can talk a lot all by myself. Ask them. But maybe this is a good time if anybody has questions now to ask them. Anybody have any questions or comments or keep it nice? Questions? How often do we tune them? We never tune the big ones because once they're nailed, you cannot tune them. What happens is we head them pretty tightly and they're going to be... Do we have a new head there somewhere in the field?
Jane's drum is pretty like that head.
One of those up drums might be. So when they're brand new, they're very tight and kind of pingy. And then as we beat them a lot, because we beat the heck out of them a lot, then they will soften up and they'll get more mellow. And you'll notice that they start to peel. And that means it's wearing in well. And once they get too thin, they peel too much, then a little hole will be worn in them. And then I have to rehead them. And then again, whatever they end up sounding like, when they're fixed like that, that's what they're going to sound like. Now the humidity, right now there's like 9% humidity, so they're all pretty pingy, but there's a lot of bodies in here with a lot of moisture. Sorry, but that's true. So they're probably not quite as tight as they would be on a really, really dry day if we were outside. When it's humid, when we used to have swap coolers, sometimes they would get so low you could almost see them like kind of flapping. Now the little drums, the shime that I just played, that is tunable. And the word shimeru means to tie. And traditionally, those drums were tied with rope. And it's a brutal exercise to tighten those drums, especially the really big ones for performance. In fact, a lot of the injuries that I saw in professional taiko groups came from tightening those rope shime. But some brilliant person came up with bolts later on, and now we mostly use bolts shime daiko, even though it keeps the name shime. Good question. So we can tune those up high and low, and we try to create sets of different tonal qualities. Yeah?
So is there a special skin that you use for the...
The skin. Yeah, so a special skin that we use is usually, most of these are cowhide, and these are North American style taiko, which means that they're built out of wine barrels. So I always encourage those of us who are of age to continue eating beef and drinking wine so that we can get barrels and cowhides and I can continue making... Okay, no, that's so selfish of me. I applaud the vegetarians in the audience, yes. But it's getting harder and harder to get these materials, it's true. And if you bought a drum like this in Japan, it would be cored out of a single piece of wood, and it would probably cost, this drum here might cost $3,500 to $4,000, depending on the maker, and I could build one for about $500 now. Did that answer your question? Oh, some of the bigger ones might be an elk hide or buffalo. Even on the small drums, they will use buffalo. On the okedo, which I didn't talk about, but the drums that we wore, those are called okedo, a katsugi okedo, where you carry them. And they come from a Korean drum that you might have seen, a chango, which is an hourglass-shaped drum where you play both sides. Those are often, plug your ears if you're sensitive about animals, but those are usually horse hide. Although nowadays they use the sort of the belly skin of the cows because it's harder to get the horse hide. Anyway, you don't want to go, it's kind of, I make them, it's a little queasy making, but they turn into, they get another life as a drum.
What about this big drum right here?
That big drum there is called a gecko, and it's two Chinese, kanji is Chinese characters that have come into Japanese language. The characters are for moon and drum, gecko, the ko from taiko. And that is so it's called a gecko moon drum, and it's a big frame drum, basically, and Nicole's going to play it. We'll do a little sample, because this one is really resonant. Yeah, and when you're playing that drum, you really can't hear anything but that drum. It's super loud. And most taiko, when you hit them, they make a really loud sound, and then the sound dies, so that you can play multiple notes and it won't get really muddy. But this drum being a frame drum, it resonates so much. So I have to really play the shime loud so that Nicole can even barely hear me on this song. This one's loud, so feel free to plug your ears. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, the next song we're gonna do is called Yudachi. It's another Odaiko Sonora original. Yudachi means a torrential rainstorm. So those of you who've lived here in the summers have seen the monsoon's coming across the valley. They almost look like herds of sheep or something. There could be several of them coming. And then they come and they hit and they rip your roof off and turn everything upside down in your yard. And then they're gone. They're just gone. You know, so this song is about those kinds of rainstorms. Come on, take.
So, red, yeah!
drink things and talk to us.
Yeah.
Be merry. Be
Yes.
merry. Thank you, everyone.
I didn't get that email, did I?
Did you watch it?
My watch.
Yeah, we can use